confident and bold. She ready, never gonna back down. She ready, ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready, ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
I am myself. I refuse to fit into what people want me to be or expect me to be. Male or female, this quote applies to you. Taurus, some truths are bitter before they can taste sweet. In this moment in time in your life, hard truths are going to find you, and these truths are going to be unavoidable. But they will set you free. They will liberate you. They will move you out of a place of stagnation. They will move you off the sidelines of life and put you into the game. Some of these truths will be hard, but they will be the light that guides you on your most truest, authentic path of you, of your desires, of your needs, of your wants. Sometimes we are told in life that to be about us and our desires are selfish, when in reality that's a lie. Everything is vibration. And when you begin to put yourself first, life will put you first. Your relationships will put you first. Your desires will put you first. And everything else that doesn't put you first will fall off. These are the bitter truths I was talking about. It's time to be about you and your well-being. Be about your happiness. Be about your spiritual path. You are embarking on a journey of soul searching because your heart and soul are leading you home, which is to the authentic you.
And hello, my Taurus. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do your monthly spiritual guidance. This is what Spirit wants you to know at this time and moment in your life. It doesn't matter if you believe in Jesus, the divine, Allah, God, your angels, source, energy, your ancestors. Whatever title fits you, all is welcome here. As we know, Guided Intuition is a space of love and healing. So I want to just prepare you because you are embarking on a self-love journey. Even if you already are on a self-love journey, you are going deeper, okay? You are about to access a deeper side of yourself. This is going to bring whatever it is you've been yearning for towards you, okay? Now, I know you're like, Tori is with the dramatics, but I want to let you know somebody needs to just focus on what is in front of you. Focus on the now and the present, not the past, not the future, but right now in this moment, because the card that I pulled for you was the Fool. Okay? And the Fool is the first card in the tarot deck. The number is 0. So anytime we're trying to reset something, anytime we're trying to, bring it back into balance to get an accurate way, what do? We reset that scale to 0. So there is some area in your life that you are starting over in, or you're getting a notion to like, okay, it's time to start over it. It's time to leave what's no longer serving you. For some of my Tauruses, this could be a mindset. This could be how you see yourself. It's time for you to really believe in you. It's time for you to really go deeper when it comes to your dreams. It's time for you not to settle and just take whatever was given to you. Okay? It's time to take a chance on you. Because this energy that I'm picking up about you, Taurus, is that you are highly responsible. You know, you're like the backbone of your family, the backbone of your friends. You're the one that everyone comes to when they need knowledge, when they need understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are Mrs. or Mr. Responsible. And I feel like it's time to be that about you. Because your inner child wants to play with life in some way. And I feel like you've been restraining it. It's something, it could be like something that you're, because this is a general reading, guys. You have to keep that in mind. So when I'm trying to like pinpoint it, it's so many things coming at me at one time. But, you know, boom. Okay, I want to give this example. I want to be completely transparent with you. You are on a journey of full and whole acceptance. And for some of my Tauruses, this is like a spiritual journey. This is something spiritual, you know, even like a spiritual awakening, really defining what is God? Who is that to you? What does that look like? Gaining that personal perception, not what people have told you. And this could be in love. You know, what is love to you? What is healing to you? What is financial freedom to you? What does it mean to wake up every single day and do something you love? Like, you are in a place of total acceptance of yourself. You know, for some of my Tauruses, this could be like, I'm seeing like even body images of how you perceive yourself, how you feel about yourself, that inner talk with yourself. If you haven't already, this is something that you're coming into. And it's something that maybe you've been in denial about, that I really feel like you're ready to confront. This could even be like a relationship, and really being honest about what you desire in love. And if you're settling because of a lack mentality, because that's all you feel that you can receive. Okay. So with this Fool card right here, in my vice versa deck, I don't know if you guys can see it, but as I was checking this card out, guys, you have like at the Fool's foot, you know, you have an empty cup, and you also have a crown. And I hadn't, you know, never, you know, I know different, you know, decks are different, but I had never seen that before. Like, and then if you notice the flowers, like some certain ones are falling off. And I just got that image. You know how you pick a flower to see, does he like me? Does he not? Yes, no. You know how you can pull flowers and do that. And I feel like there's something that you're being asked to leave behind. And maybe you've spent a lot of effort, a lot of time in building this. So it's kind of hard for you to move away from it. Because for some of you, you're in a relationship where you're actually finding yourself asking, you know, does this person love me or does he not, you know? And then for some of my, you know, my loves, you're getting that nudge from the universe that it's time to just jump into your dreams. It's time to just really do what it is that you want to do. You got to go. And in this particular tarot deck, you know, the Fool, most people see the Fool as reckless because this person is willingly, consciously walking off a cliff. But I don't see the Fool as reckless because you never know what is the Fool walking away from. Clearly, if this person is willing to walk off a cliff and trust on blind faith, you can only go up from here. So for some of my Tauruses that are stuck somewhere or stuck in a rut, or you just, you're indecisive about something, you're not sure, you just need to take a leap of faith. This could be a project. This could be in love. This could be walking away, because I feel like with this crown, was the fool, that prince that, had to step in and be the king of his family's, royal court, and he decided to take another path. So he left that crown down. So I feel like for some of my Tauruses, it's you're exhausted by something that you have just been doing over and, over. It's just like exhausting. And the way out is to trust in yourself, Taurus, and take a leap of faith. Because this card, it says, when you get this side in a reading, rather than doing what seems responsible, logic, or safe, the Fool emphasizes the idea of taking a leap of faith. Though success is the ideal outcome, it's the leap itself that matters most. Because until you take a leap on yourself, on your dreams, on what it is that you want, you'll never know. One of these things, I'm actually going to be making a video on my channel. Sometimes we get so obsessed with winning or losing, when no, just play the game. Get the experience. It's not always about winning and losing. It's about getting in the game. It's about, gaining momentum. If you never start, you'll never know. And I don't know why I feel like guided to like really talk about this, because I haven't even shared it on my channel, but I'm going to be making a video and just really talking about owning every ounce of you. If you've been with this channel, Guided Intuition, a long time, you practically, that I share a lot of transparency with you guys. For some of my Tauruses, maybe you feel like you don't have what it takes, or you feel like some kind of form of handicap. And when I say that, I mean it's something that you feel like, well, I couldn't do this because. I want to let you know, don't you dare limit yourself. There is nothing that you cannot do if you believe and have faith. You right now are talking to a woman who is really just going to come out to the world and just announce it to everybody. And Tori, I'm autistic, guys. I am what you call a super high functioning autistic person. And I have kept that to myself for a long time. You wouldn't be able to tell just looking at me and how I carry myself. And you're like, people probably like, well, you don't have the normal, the normal things, but or the normal. Oh my God, you guys know what I mean. Okay. But I do. On top of being dyslexic, okay, there are a lot of things that told me that I should not be doing what I'm doing to the extent that I am doing it. But I refuse to let those things define me or make me feel less than. It's not, and if you're experiencing something like that, it doesn't have to be in that, it could be something completely different, just of how you see yourself. Maybe you don't feel like you're the prettiest. You don't feel like you're the handsomest. You don't feel like you're the smartest. You are. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that thing that you feel makes you not acceptable. For some of you, this could be like even, even with, I want to say sex. Um, I got like, maybe that you have HIV, or you have, something like that, where you feel like it just totally, when you own whatever that thing is that you feel makes you feel less than, or like people are going to judge you. Nobody can judge you. That's how you take your power back. That's how you empower yourself. Because normally when we hide things, that's saying something is wrong with us. That carries a lot of guilt and shame. And we know that everything is energy. So you're carrying that energy around. I know that I'm going super deep, guys, but I just feel like somebody really needs to know that. Even if it's only one person that needs to hear that. I need you to own that thing that you feel makes you less than. Let it be the fuel and the fire to drive you, and you beat the odds. Do you hear me, Taurus? I don't care what it is. It's time. So you are on a journey. You are on a journey of self-discovery, of, doing and honoring what feels good to you, what doesn't feel good to you. I don't care how low you got. You can always come up. Okay, so I know that was a lot. Now we're going to take a look and just see, what's happening for you right now in this time frame in your life, whether you're watching it in April or whenever. But I just needed somebody to know, like, you're really embarking on a self-love journey, and it is so beautiful and it is so empowering. Okay, like, because you dance with your dreams, honey. You make love to your dreams. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really rock with you wholeheartedly. There is so much liberation that comes with that. But in that beginning stage of disconnecting, of walking away from a life that, or a way that you once knew, that's a little hard. But I promise you, every step that you take off that cliff and into your truth makes it worth it. So now we're going to take a look and just see, what information that Spirit wants you to know at this time frame. So firstly, I do want to let you guys know, on the bottom of the deck, we have past lives. And I feel like, Taurus, you're really moving away from the past, or like one kind of way of being. And for a lot of you, I really feel like this is on a spiritual level, because this card deals with our karma. And because I don't feel like this is our first rodeo as like coming to earth. But what I just want to talk about it in this lifetime. Whatever is showing up in your life, Taurus, it's happening for a reason. There is a pattern that you could keep indulging in, or you keep doing, that is keeping you stuck in some area in your life that you desire to be free. And I'm saying some area because for everybody it could be different. But the keys to your freedom is coming into the full energy and making a conscious decision to walk away. Making a conscious decision to let it go. Making a conscious decision to see yourself in a different light. So you're being shown a pattern, or just a way of being, thinking that is keeping you in a space that you don't want to be in. And look, Taurus, that first card, Adventure, right here, that is the full card in this particular Zen Tarot deck. And clarifying that full card, is completion, ending a cycle to start a what? New one. Okay? For some of you, a relationship is coming through super heavy right here with this dream. This card is about yearning for something, wanting something, but um it's just a dream. And I feel like this is for some of you, this is a physical relationship. Like you're in a relationship with a partner, but you feel as though you're alone. There's a lot of sorrow around this. For some of my singles right here, another way that I'm seeing it is sometimes we can be focused on the wrong dream. Sometimes we can be wanting love and we're chasing love and we're trying to date multiple people and just make certain relationships just work and just make it be. And it's not quite time for that. And I'm like, oh God, I'm like, Spirit, I don't want to say that to nobody, but I promise you, when we go looking for things, when it's not time for the gift or the fruit is not ripe right here, it's not ripe, guys, and we go pluck that fruit, when you bite into it, it's not going to be all juicy and delicious. It's going to be a lesson. And it's going to taste bitter of you letting the fruit ripe enough before you pick it. So for somebody, you need to hear that when it comes, and you're like really focused on love and you notice that you keep running into this particular type, is because it's time for you to gain structure when it comes to your career. It's time for you to make some real life changes, okay? Because something is changing around you. So I want to just go ahead and take a look at the cards that I pulled for you. This card right here off at the side saying source. This is your perceived challenge for this time in your life. So when I see source, I see the divine. I see unlimitless. Oh my God, can I speak, guys? Limitless abundance. Source is everything. So when I see this being your perceived challenge, there's a lack mentality that keeps you probably holding on to a job that you really don't want to be at, or like for friends or relationships that it's time to leave, but that lack mentality, this is all that you have, this is what you have to do, when in reality, Taurus, it's not. Giving these cards, my beautiful Taurus, I'm getting a clear message. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you, no matter how hard it is. And I feel like this is almost like the universe and your angels and your guides saying, listen, just follow your intuition, just go with it, because we already know when we don't listen to our intuition, that is when those hard tower moment lessons come in. And the beautiful thing is, I don't see it right here. I don't see it right now, because you're being given an opportunity just to complete the things that, walk away from what doesn't serve you and walk into what does right here with this adventure card. Take a leap of faith. For some of my Tauruses, what have you been suppressing in? It's time to let it out. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to be honest with your partner. It's time to be honest and about your job. It's time to be honest with yourself. It's time to let go. Because when you're that honest, Taurus, this is when the sorrow and the dreaming but never obtaining it is going to go away. Because we have fighting, And then we have ripeness.
So I'm going to tell you, I'm seeing this two ways. Because for some of my Tauruses, you know, make sure that what you're fighting so hard to keep, that it's really what brings the ripeness and the joy into your life. Because I'm telling you, I don't know you, I don't know your business. So how can I know your business? You get what I'm saying? So it's not like a friend or a family member. This is a complete, you know, person that's outside of a situation that sees into this. If it's a marriage and you know that it lacks luster, and you've been fighting to keep it, it's time to let it go. You're going to be okay. You're going to find love no matter what thing that you feel handicaps you from being loved. And I feel like it's really tied to your appearance. And for some of you, it's something to do with your sexuality or sex. Like, let it go. Or maybe you don't feel like you're going to be financially stable if you let this person go. You will. You will. You will bounce back tenfold. Source, the divine God will provide. A way will be made. But you need to take the first step. You need to move away. I'm telling you, if it's a relationship and you know that it is not happy, probably on the outside people think that you guys are happy, and it's so, but it's dead. It's a lot of fighting. It's a lot of, for some of you, you're right. If you feel that your partner really doesn't want to be with you, it's more so they're trying to be with you out of obligations, you're right. And that's that hard truth I was talking about. And for some of my Tauruses, if you feel like this person is with you because you know, my male, because of your money and what they could get from you, you're right. You bring a lot of opportunities into this person's life. I'm feeling the male energy. You're right. You're not crazy. So it's time. It's time to let go, because your intuition is telling you, you know. And when we don't listen to intuition, this is when the universe has to send in those hard lessons that feel horrible, okay? But they are really going to bring you to your authentic path. And the other way that I'm seeing this, some of my Tauruses, you're like, you're about to throw in the towel and give up right when it's time, like a little longer. And this fruit is going to be done. It's going to be ripe. It's going to be great for the picking. Because I'm telling you, you are, as soon as you put that thing down that you have been holding on to, or you have not been oh my God, not wanting to look at Taurus, you've been avoiding it. You've been avoiding this person. You've been avoiding this situation. The moment that you face it is when you're going to create room for what you really want. But you have to first free yourself. You have to walk off that cliff in blind faith. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But when you do it, it's going to be well worth it, because again, like, there's something that you're doing. For some of my Tauruses, it's just comparison. You're comparing yourself. You're comparing your success. You're comparing, if I would have just did this back in the day, I would be here. You can let all of that go. Even if you would have did what you quote unquote feel like you should have did, you would still be here, because this is destined. You are meant to experience this, to fully understand and love yourself. Nothing just happens. Okay? Nothing just happens. So, Taurus, when I pull to see exactly what energy
are you coming into this month? The first thing, the first crystal that came out for you guys, I'm just going to put it on the screen because I don't want to butcher it. But you had get your mind right. Who needs it? Intellectuals and Aquarius and Aquarians. Oh my God. Cause Aquarius is like, honey, they overthink air signs in general. So I don't know, maybe you have that in your chart somewhere, or it's time to bring balance in your mind, or how you bring the balance in your mind is by listening to your intuition. You're in your head instead of your heart. So whatever is happening is to get you out of your head and into your heart. Because next we have break through your big blocks. When to use it, when it's time to live in the moment. Didn't I say that earlier? When you are at the prime audience for a motivational speech. Oh my God, I'm messing up like crazy, guys. Whether it's hard work, making art, or just a blissful out moment, free from the mind's ongoing chatter. So if you would just take that leap, everything is going to work itself out. Everything is going to work out. But you have to be the one to take that first leap of faith. Because whatever and I feel like you're avoiding this change, but whatever you're avoiding, that is your ticket to happiness. Because your last card that we have, crystal card that we have, I always mess this name up and I'm going to try to say it. It says rewrite your code with rainbows. So I feel like when you take that leap of faith, you're going to start playing with life. Everything that was delayed or, really wasn't coming together is going to come together. This is a time for you to focus on you, for you to get clarity on you. And I promise you, love and financial freedom is coming to you in the highest forms. But I'm telling you now, Taurus, and when I tell you this, I need you to understand that I am telling you this not because I am trying to blow smoke up your tush, but because the endless soul tribe that I have done sessions for, that I have done one-on-ones. This girl came, she was like, she kept seeking a relationship. I told her to seek herself, love herself. And it was so hard for me to say that. And sometimes, it's hard to take constructive criticism. It's hard. Our ego will, just get outraged. And then it comes from a place of, then we don't know, when we're getting outside validation. But I promise you, if you just let your guard down, if you just hear Tori out, when you find the heart and soul to walk away from what is not serving you. I don't care how long you've been in that relationship, how long you've been at that career, how long you've been in that pattern. But when you find it within yourself to walk away, you are showing the divine, the universe, all creation, source, whatever it is you believe in, you are not playing. You are serious about you. So of course, connections, opportunities, be it in love, career, that are serious have to come in. Because that's saying that you show people how to treat you. You show the universe what you're ready for. So find that self-love within yourself. Everything else is going to come. When I told this beautiful soul this, she didn't want to hear it. And she was kind of like, oh my God, but she said something in her just told her to do it. A year later, she was married happy in a relationship for a person who authentically accepted her for her, that's because she did the work and begin to, even if you got to research how to love yourself, how to accept yourself. YouTube, so many self.
Oh my
My
God.
favorite one is forgiveness from everyone and everything in 21 days. I say recommend start there. Okay? Because you know, before you pour in, you got to declutter. Okay? So I know that was a freaking lot. And I just wanted, you know, I was guided to pull for you guys from my what is this deck called? My life purpose deck. And you got strength and you got career change. It goes to say everything that you have experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So no, there's nothing that you cannot come out of, Taurus. There's nothing that you cannot overcome. Your strength is within. For some of you, I'm just, you know, I don't know how you guys feel about rituals and just like maybe getting some sage or some Palo Santo and just clearing your energy. Because a lot of changes are happening in your life, Taurus. But what Spirit wants you to know is that you are more than capable and you lack nothing. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I hope that this message brought you clarity and understanding. Don't forget to like, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can definitely type in the comment box and I will get back to you guys. I absolutely love you and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
Others to follow, she blazing.